Hello and welcome to day 9. Today is a grow day, so on the menu we've got rest, recover, and eat. And in today's video I'm going to break down a little bit more detail some of the recovery techniques I use outside of the normal stretching routine if my muscles are a little sore, fatigued, or just need some extra work. This comes down to some of the massage, trigger point release, and and cupping techniques that I use if my muscles need a little bit of extra assistance and recovery to allow for a better grow day. Before I jump into showing you the massage and cupping techniques, disclaimer that I am not a doctor, I am not a licensed masseuse or cupping artist or anything like that. So I highly suggest if you are going to get tissue work done, you go see a licensed professional. But this is what I do. I do have enough knowledge of kinesiology, how the muscles work, and I'm in tune enough with my body that I can get the work done myself and with the aid of my wife. So check out this video. It should be a rather relaxing one as I explain the techniques I use to release and relax tight muscles and better recovery on the grow days. Enjoy. All right, welcome. So my wife is going to be the lovely demonstration model here, and I'm going to show you what we do for extra recovery, massage-wise and cupping-wise, and kind of explain this as I go along. So I've taught her how to do this on me as well, but for the sake of me being able to explain well to you guys, we'll go ahead and use her lovely back as a model. So let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start off here by taking a little bit of oil. This is rose massage oil. And we're just going to take maybe half a dropper full or so, and I'm just going to make 2 lines, just like that, down her back. And then we're just going to rub that in a little bit. I'm going to start in the middle of her back and then work my way out to the lats and up more into the traps. But from experience, more of the mid back is where she tends to have the trigger points and areas there. So we're going to start by warming up the muscles of the back just by doing some gentle passes with the fingertips, just getting the blood flowing, getting the muscles relaxed, and everything loosened up. Move out a little bit to the rhomboids. Again, just getting everything loosened up. All right. Now, since this is recovery, we're not going to go too deep or aggressive, but we are going to do some more deep tissue type massage techniques to get any tight muscles to release and relax, flush around fresh blood throughout the muscles, get those nutrients passed around, and help with recovery. So I'm going to start with this side here. We're just going to gently press down and come up and around to the shoulders. So this is loosening up the mid back, the mid traps, to the upper back, and passing along to the rear delts. And this is where you can feel out if anything is a little bit jumpy. So right here when I was making a pass with my thumb, see if I can show you here on camera. Sometimes you can see the muscle want to bunch up a little bit, and I can feel almost like a rope right here. and my finger can jump over that. I don't know how well it shows on camera. Oh, yep, it looks like it shows okay. So you can see that. So anytime there's that trigger point there, my goal is to break that up and get it to release and relax. And that majorly helps with recovery and a better workout next time she's training back. So anytime we have that, I'm just going to follow along where that trigger point is. You can feel the muscle kind of get pushed or plowed up into a pile. And then once I get it trapped, I'm just going to hold it. And you can kind of feel that bunched up muscle twitching. And then it will slowly start to melt and allow my thumb to glide through. Now this one wasn't very stubborn. I can still feel a little bit of stuff in there, but a couple passes and now it's much less jumpy. I can go back and forth and I don't feel that same hard rope in there anymore. Just soft, relaxed muscle tissue as it should be. Now again, remember, I do know what I'm doing, and I do understand like where common tension areas are on my wife's back and how to get those areas to relax and release. But as I stated, I'm not a licensed massage therapist. So for any of you commenter experts out there who are going to comment how I'm doing this horribly wrong, and this is not at all how you give a massage, well, go to your licensed massage therapist then. I don't want to massage you anyway. This is what works for us. Yeah, that's much better in there. Not sure if my mic is picking that up. Just had somebody with some bass go by. All right. So once I've massaged the back out and I can't feel any more knots on that side, I'm going to massage the shoulders a little bit just to give different feel there. And then we're going to cup this side before I move on to massaging this side. Let's get the candle there. So I've got these rock tape cups for cupping therapy. And again, this just helps stimulate blood flow, loosens up the areas of the back that may be tight, and really allows, from my experience and hers, the muscles to glide together and get a much better stretch, a much better contraction, and a better mind-to-muscle connection during the actual workout. So we're going to start by coming down the middle of her back with a couple of the bigger cups, suction those on and pull up, and that just creates a vacuum and pulls the skin up into the cups. We're going to do the same thing right there. Now we're going to go out to her lats, the muscles out here. Same thing, get a couple cups on there. And we're going to do one. See if I can adjust this a little bit on her rear delts, on her shoulder. Always a good area to get. And one on the side delts. This one's out of camera here. Sometimes we'll focus more on the shoulders and traps. In this case, we're focusing more on the back because that's what she's going to be training tomorrow. So it all depends on what's sore and where the tension is. So while these cups sit here for a couple minutes, I'm going to get started on this side, and then when we come back, I'll show you the results of the cupping. So it's been a couple minutes here. We've got this side of the back loosened up some. We're going to keep working on that a little bit, but let's go ahead and remove the cups. So we'll start in the order, it doesn't matter too much that we put them on. So you can see right there the mark that the vacuum created, and that is theorized to be any stagnant blood pulled out of the muscle. We've found from experience that the more an area needs the cupping work, the darker that mark tends to be and the longer it will last. So we'll take all the cups off, and once we have that, I'll do a couple more passes just gently with the palm of my hand to kind of flush around that blood that's been brought up to the top. Any of that stagnant blood, flush away. And just let the body do its thing and relax and heal that area. So depending on how much it needed, looks like this one is definitely the darkest spot. Everything else kind of flushed out. So this one might last a little bit until tomorrow morning, but nothing too crazy. So I'm going to finish working on this side and cup it, and then we will wrap up. All right, so we've got the cups on the other side now. Same pattern as we had on the first side. Couple going down the middle of the back here. Couple on the lats, one on the rear delts and one on the side delts. Notice that I'm staying with the muscle, and this is where having a decent knowledge of kinesiology is important. You never want to cup or massage bone, so I'm staying away from the spinal column there. And if you actually dig around in here, you can actually find the shoulder blade bone right there and right there. So we're keeping the cups off of that and massaging away from that. You never want to massage bone or cup it. Stay with the muscles, allow it to do its work. So I've had these on for about a minute. We're going to give them another minute, and then we will pull these off and see what we got. Oop. Not very professional there. Oh well, oops. All right, we are going to go ahead and remove these cups now. You can see on this side that this is really the only mark that's left. And it looks like we've got a matching one on this side. That definitely seems to be the sensitive area, which makes sense because that's right around where we had the little jumpy trigger point that we worked on, was right around this area. All right, so now that we have all the cups off, again, we're just going to pass over that a few times. Just gentle gliding motion with the palm of the hand. Flush out any of that stagnant blood. Pass it around. It's supposed to be somewhat of a relaxing video. I feel like I'm saying blood a lot for a relaxing video. Blood is important though, that's our life source. So we're helping it do its thing, getting it to the right areas. That's the other thing that the cupping does, is it kind of brings the blood into that area, which might need a little bit of extra healing in the tissue, and allows all the nutrients and the oxygen that the blood transports to be in that area for a little bit longer and cause not really trauma, but a little bit of extra attention to that area. The body's trying to figure out what's going on, and we want that extra attention. and the areas that need it. The areas that are sore need extra recovery, need extra nutrients going there. So there we go. That is a basic breakdown of back recovery. Like I said, it varies depending on the muscle that needs work. Sometimes it's more lower back, sometimes it's more shoulders, sometimes it's trap and neck, sometimes it's leg. It all depends. But that gives you an idea of what we like to do on our grow days. If you have a partner and you have a decent knowledge of kinesiology, I highly suggest that you give this a try. If you don't, and you have the money for it, I highly suggest that even just once a month or so you seek out a licensed physical therapist or massage therapist to get some tissue work done as well, because it really does help break up any tension and adhesions in the area, and can just be a nice relaxing overall experience as well. They don't have to go hammer and be torturing you for an hour for it to be effective. It can be both relaxing and therapeutic at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess we will cut back to a close-up of my face now. Now I hope you found that video informative and helpful and possibly relaxing. I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. We've got another workout on the menu. You should be recovered, refreshed, and ready to go. I know I am. So I will see you then. I can't wait.